Hi. This week we're going to learn about the News to You article about a young woman, and her name is Greta Thunberg. She did some very special things to help the earth. So we're going to learn about that as our current event for this week. Follow along as I read it to you. Greta Thunberg and Earth. That's our title. It's right up here. Many people want to protect Earth. That's the planet that we live on. Many people celebrate protecting the Earth on Earth Day. Earth Day is April 22nd. One person who wants to protect Earth is Greta Thunberg. So let's learn a little more about her. Greta was born in Sweden. Greta is 17 years old. Greta has Asperger's syndrome. Asperger's syndrome is a kind of autism. People with autism may think differently. Greta gives speeches about climate change. She learned about climate change at the age of 8 years old. The climate is a usual weather in a place. Many people think the climate is changing. They think climate change could be dangerous for the earth. Climate change may bring floods, storms, wildfires, and more. Greta wants to help stop climate change. Greta wants government leaders to help too. She started protests in front of government buildings. Students around the world heard about Greta. They wanted to help stop climate change. Those students started to do protests too. Greta started to meet with leaders. Now she meets with leaders around the world. Greta likes to talk to leaders about climate change. She talks about how leaders can protect Earth. Greta asks leaders to write laws. She wants the laws to protect Earth. Greta asks other people to protect the earth too. Greta thinks that everyone can help. Greta has ideas to protect the earth. Greta asks people not to fly on planes. Planes can make pollution, and pollution can hurt the earth. Protecting the earth is important to Greta Thunberg. Greta is brave. She meets with many adult leaders. She talks about something important to her. Why is protecting the earth important? Okay, so our person in the news, this is our who, is Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg was born in Stockholm, Sweden. Greta started doing protests in 2018. Time magazine named Greta the 2019 Person of the Year. She is the youngest person to be Person of the Year. Now Greta gives speeches around the world. So our where is Sweden. Sweden is a country. Greta Thunberg was born in Sweden. Sweden is a country in Northern Europe. The capital of Sweden is Stockholm. The Baltic Sea is southeast of Sweden. Sweden is part of the Scandinavian peninsula. Here's a recipe if you want to make it with your family that you can for Swedish meatballs. With all of the directions. We'll post that on our Google Classroom page.